Hi everyone, my name is David. Welcome to part 2 of my question and answer video. If you missed part 1, please go back and watch it. I'm just going to get started right away. There's lots of questions, lots of good questions, always good, lots of them this time. So I'm going to try to get through these. The next one for part 2 is from, you go by Leave Her Wild in Canada. Hello. I appreciate and look forward to your videos weekly. Well, thanks. Thanks for telling me, and I'm happy for your support. Grateful. Thank you. Okay, I have an ex who, undiagnosed, I assume has PPD. I have 2 children with him, school age. We share parenting time. What would you advise for me to demonstrate to our children that his behavior is not acceptable? I am worried that they will grow up to be like him. He is extremely unreliable financially, horrible eating, health choices. He lies to me right in front of my children. And the kids know he's lying to me, but they don't tell me. They're afraid to speak up, say things to him. He's up and down constantly, and I never know where they stand. This house is in disarray, or his house. No structure at home, always in front of TVs. You try to remind them sometimes his behavior is not okay, but they'll spend a long time with him, and they are the ones who need to tolerate this. Any suggestions? Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I have suggestions. So this is opinion, okay? This is my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I'm not even a parent, okay? My opinion is age appropriate, and it's up to mom what to do, but age appropriate, start explaining to him the real issue. We don't want to talk bad about the other parent, so be careful, right? We don't say bad, demoralizing, judgmental things. You'll lose their attention immediately if you do. We help them understand why dad is the way he is. We help them understand the behaviors that dad has. And you can start with asking them how it feels, okay? Start talking about this more out in the open, because we need to teach children how to navigate while they're over there, and what to do when it feels bad and how to handle it and what's going on, understanding. So I believe it's okay to tell them even dad might have a disorder. But we don't need to talk about the labels, talk about the behaviors, right? And let them understand that it feels bad, and let them accept that. It's okay that it feels bad. If we don't, then they start feeling guilty and ashamed of their feelings and don't accept it. So we go by feelings, right? When they're with him and you see them, ask him how it felt. Get feelings out of their mouth. Don't let them just talk about what he did or what I do. No, feelings. I want to know feelings. How does that feel? Right? And I'm sorry it feels that way. Here are some pointers on how to deal with it. You dating him for so long, I'm sure you know some ways to just deal with it so that they don't internalize it. We internalize things we don't understand, and it hurts. So help them understand what's going on. Help them understand why his behaviors are what they are, and help them start processing their emotions, okay? We instill value systems in our child. So be aware of what yours are, and start teaching them these values. Start talking about morals and what they are and how it feels bad to go against my morals, okay? They should be in therapy, big time. They need somebody else to talk to as well to get this stuff out. Mom is great, but mom can't fix or help their mental health, okay? There might be some things they don't want to tell you out of loyalty for dad, and that's just the way it is. So another person is there to hear these things that they don't want to tell you. It's also, they can help their mental health where people in their lives, personal lives, can't. So therapy, talk therapy. They may even need some medication. I don't know. So I would go see a doctor, a psychiatrist, a therapist. See a therapist first, see what they recommend. And communicate with your children and be respectful towards their dad, but help them understand their feelings, why they have them, and what they can do to navigate through that. I'm sure you have good pointers. I'm sure you know him better than anybody else, okay? But let them be aware that, hey, it feels bad, and this is why. It's toxic, it's unhealthy. We don't have to ignore this, right? Sitting in front of the TV all day, tell them what it does. Makes us lazy, get influenced by television. We don't move around, right? We stay motionless, right? And that's kind of where our lives go if we sit in front of a TV all the time. What else did you say? He lies to you in front of the children. That needs to stop immediately. How? Stop talking to him. Stop communicating with him in front of children. What I highly recommend is that all communication must be only about the children via email. It's the only thing I know how to make it work, because you got to understand, he's not a parent, is he? He's another child. You're raising children with another child. This isn't parallel parenting, right? Or co-parenting. It's parallel parenting. He's a child. So try to understand what you can't change and what you can't control is him, right? But you can help your children understand what this is, why he does the things he does, okay? And listen to them and get them to talk about their feelings. Get it out, at least. They need to talk about all the things that hurt them. Get it out. You keep it inside, we're all alone with them. We internalize it, believe it's our fault. So get this out of him. And a therapist is a great way to do that, especially between two parents. Children are loyal. Children don't want the drama. They don't want you to talk bad about their dad or their mom. And if you do, they won't listen. They'll lose respect for you. So we aren't talking bad about him. We're addressing behaviors and letting them know why dad's like this, why dad does this, and what we can do about it. Okay? Start helping them understand that it's not them, it's their father. His behaviors are not them, it's him. That when they feel bad, say, I'm so sorry, here's some things you can do to feel better. But try to help them understand that dad is incapable of being a father. Also realize that dad's role is to be involved in their lives and show them direction. So they still need that. I'm sure he doesn't do that effectively, right? So having him, and I'm not saying mom compensate, not overcompensate, but just be involved in their lives and give them some direction too, since they don't have a father to do that for them. Also realize that their role model, their only male role model, is someone very sick. So having other men in their lives as role models is a good thing. You can start with a male therapist. That's what I usually recommend for children. If the problem is with dad, get a male therapist. Problem is with mom, try and get a female therapist. And hopefully they're healthy, right? And start giving your children, letting them know what a man really is, what a relationship is like. Their belief of what love is watching you two together, which may have not been very healthy. Let them understand what love is and what a relationship is, like the relationship you guys have together. And that's being vulnerable and communicating effectively. I also highly recommend you, mom, just keep learning on how to be a better parent, a better parent. It's a very difficult job. I can't imagine. Relationships are hard enough. But forming a human being into an adult, man, that's a task. Ugh. I recommended a book in part 1. Consider purchasing that book and reading and learning. Mom can benefit from therapy as well, right? Some part of that therapy, you can talk about how to be a better parent. Part of what I do is coaching my clients that are parents is helping them be better parents. Because what happens is we tend to parent our children the way we were parented. Right? Yikes. It's the way it is. And if we had unhealthy parents that neglected us, we might have some of those traits when parenting our own children. Okay? It's the way it is. So let's identify these things. Let's learn how to be a better parent. First starts with being a very healthy person. The healthier mom is, the better she can be a better mom. Okay? Learn what emotional needs are. Learn how to meet these things. Start telling them and teaching them, being very in tune with their emotions. If what they're experiencing is stressful and feels bad, children tend to block that, ignore it, and stuff like this, and it doesn't work. Give it attention. Talk about it. Bring it up. Okay? And really, it'll really help them to be in some sort of therapy, and possibly with a male therapist. Have other good men that you know, your brothers, your uncles, co-workers, have them just be around them a little bit here and there. It's really beneficial, okay? I hope that helps. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if it helps. Let me know what you think, and keep asking questions. Thank you. David from Canada. Hello, David. Hope you're well. Was just watching one of your older videos and you were talking about asking questions on the latest Q&A. I try to comment on many of your older videos without asking a question. Just want to confirm this would help bring these older videos up for others. I appreciate all the information that I get from you and hope commenting on older videos helps the channel. Thank you, David. Any activity helps. Anything. Tell me to go F myself helps. Voting down helps. Okay, for those of you who keep voting down my videos every time, religiously obsessed, the second it comes out, you hit, yeah, I know. So, yeah, it helps. Thank you for helping me. Any activity, and that's why I ask you guys to do that. Subscribe to my channel, comment down below, vote up or down, tell me why, put this in a playlist, recommend this to people, things like this. Activity helps. I appreciate you, David. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for your support. Gabby from the Netherlands. Hello, Gabby. I was doing better the last couple of days, but then there was an email from my ex who I discarded 3.5 weeks ago, even though I thought I blocked him. First, it was nice, something about picking up stuff I've left, but when I told him I don't want it, he raged. Told me I mess up people's lives, and that's all I can do, and then I left so many questions. How I feel horrible now, and I'm in doubt. If I really did it wrong, I'd just go no contact with him, wondering if it's true what he is saying, or if this is just another trick. Well, you know, I don't know enough about the two of you, and if that's what you do, so I'm not going to say, no, you don't do that, because I don't know what you do, right? But we don't tell people their faults. We don't accuse people of stuff. We just don't do that, okay? Childhood neglect, which if you're with an abuser, you were neglected as a child, and that causes massive self-doubt. Start being in tune with who you are more, okay? Nobody tells us who we are. Nobody. Anyone that tries is a piece of crap, okay? Anybody that says, you're this and you're that, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, anybody can tell me who I am. If it doesn't match what I know I am, then you don't know me, right? People don't come along and say, David, you're a piece of crap. And, oh, God, I am, aren't I? I thought I wasn't, but no. David, you're a piece of crap. I'm not, so you're wrong. You don't know me. And that may sound easy or whatever, or unrealistic, but it's true. The more confident you are in who you are, you don't listen to this outside chatter, okay? Especially from people who don't know you. Now, only you know if it's true if you mess up everybody's life. But it's pretty apparent what's going on here. First of all, he doesn't respect you. He doesn't respect your boundaries, and these are feelings. Boundaries are feelings. You're telling him what you're comfortable with. You don't want him to contact you. You want him to leave you alone, and he doesn't care. That means he doesn't really care who you are, but yet he's telling you who you are. So he doesn't know who you are because he's wrong first. And he doesn't seem to care about how you feel or hurt your feelings or respect your boundaries, okay? What's happening is he exploits you, and he wants to exploit you some more, and you said the big N word. No. Okay? I'm sorry he raged on you. If it feels bad, stop doing it. Stop talking to him. Did it feel good not talking to him? Keep doing that. Know what feels good, know what feels bad. This is about raising our self-worth, our self-awareness by being mindful and knowing who we are. Really, it comes down to that, okay? Keep learning who you are, Gabby. It's a beautiful process. And I'm sorry for the extra stress. Find different ways for him to not do this to you. You are worth it, okay? Thank you. Bonita, don't know where you're from. Tell us your locations. Let us know where you're at, people. And Benita says, hi, Dave. And it's David. Thank you. I noticed that my son seems to always attract women that don't appreciate him. And I think he forgets about himself. Always thinks he feels sorry for them. And he thinks he can fix it. Also, he doesn't say what bothers him. I'm trying to speak to him. He says, I remind him of you. I don't know what you mean by remind him of you. But so this is your son. He's young and he's showing it. This is immaturity, right? Immature people want to change and fix people. Immature people don't express themselves. Immature people feel sorry for everyone all the time. So it's immaturity. Okay, so he needs emotional maturity. He needs to learn about who he is and stuff more. I don't know what your question is, right? How do I get him to be more mindful? You're trying to speak to him. That's good. Keep trying to talk to him. Don't push him. I would learn just how to be a better parent. Make sure that you are extremely healthy. That's what matters first, is you. He's attracting women. You know, he's probably doing things that feels bad, but he's trying to ignore it. So always ask him about how he feels. Keep him in touch with how he feels. Keep him in touch with what's important to him, what he needs. He needs help. He needs help. This is typical programming growing up. I'm not saying you did it, Benita, and maybe his father. Okay, maybe there's unconscious things you did too, but he needs help, really, because he's not taking care of himself. He's identifying with other people that are hurting. That's what it sounds like. So he's hurting inside and he's trying to ignore it. So he's denying who he is. He's rejecting himself. It becomes very dangerous as we get older. He'll make more and more mistakes and behaviors that aren't like him and not give himself what he needs. And so I would consider trying to get him into some sort of professional help. Because mom is a mom, but these kinds of things start becoming psychological. He needs help. You may not be able to fix all this stuff, okay? Wish I could tell you more. Just reading what I wrote you. He needs to heal from shame he is carrying with him. He is identifying with others that are suffering, and fixing and helping people is code for changing them, right? So when we want to fix and help our abuser for 5 years, right? That means I'm trying to change them. Okay, that's immaturity. And we need to realize that and accept people for who they are and move on. So it's low self-worth. I don't feel worthy enough. I feel worthy of someone who's broken, who's sick like this. I'll just change them. Well, how about just going out and finding that person you want them to be? That takes self-worth, okay? So he's carrying around some shame. There's things in his life that hurt him and he doesn't understand. Help him understand. I don't know if you could do that as mom. I think he needs help. Hope that makes sense. Keep asking me questions. Thank you. Hi, David. Jen from Reno. Hello, Jen from Reno. I want to put myself first, and I feel right about that instead of feeling like putting myself first is hurting someone else. I really want to make this change. It feels so weird when I'm faced with the decision to put me first or the other person who is asking something of me that I'm wanting to say no to. It's like a squirmy, uncomfortable feeling. I'd prefer to just see the choice and say no than go through this feeling and say no or even say yes when I really needed to say no. I hope that makes sense. Haha. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it makes sense. Boundaries for the first time as adults is very uncomfortable. Yeah, our brain is an architecture that's been built on our choices to make us better at what we're doing. And you, Jen, have been born, I know this, I know you a little bit, you've been born to serve your parents and not yourself. Serving your parents is good, serving yourself is bad, and our brain built an architecture to make you better and better and better at that until whatever age you are now. We have to change this architecture. It's very, very difficult to change thought patterns. But we can do that with behavior, meaning we can fake it till we make it. Okay? Start doing this. It starts getting easier because you're doing the right thing. And as we do the right, healthy things in life, life kind of falls into place, the rest of it. As we do things more difficult and harder, life gets harder and harder and harder. So this is going to be easier as time goes. Okay? Fake it till we make it. That's my best advice. Keep trying. Keep doing it. Keep telling people no. Okay, you'll see it'll work. Thanks. I'd love to know too. Feel free to tell me that it's getting easier. This is a big old question here, and I am already running out of time, so I'm going to stop here. Part 2. and I'll start part 3 soon. Looks like there's gonna be another 4-parter. I just have so many questions, and my equipment doesn't allow me to put it all in one big video. I will soon. Soon there'll be like a 1 hour and a half to 2 hour Q&A every week. But for now, this is what we're doing. I'll see you guys in part 3. Thanks. Bye.